So welcome guys to a new ferry. What a timing. So shortly passing 10,000 feet, so I get my oxygen ready. So now we come up to transition in Austria. Transition altitude is 10,000. So we go to PFD options and go. No, even 4-flight told me transition altitude.
Direct to Adama.
And
Direct to Adama also 97.
QNH standard and passing 10,600, 600. All working, very good. So, we are officially out there. We are heading to the north again for the Arctic, huh? So you mean what? You know what that means? Crossing the Atlantic, woohoo! So I will fly this 42, and Martin is flying the 62 with the second guy. It will be the standard route. So now we go for Denmark, then Wick in Scotland, and then for Reykjavik. And yeah, we departed slightly late today. Don't tell you. Let me just get the oxygen fixed here.
Okay,
So, oxygen is set, 180, which is also the maximum altitude for the DA42. Now on our way to Denmark, then off to Wick again, and we'll see if we continue to Reykjavik today, because then it's a long day, and it's gonna be dark too. So we'll see, but I'm confident that we reach Reykjavik today. So yeah, then we sleep in Reykjavik, then we fly over Greenland, and then over the ice cape. Weather looks good over the ice cape, so we see something. And goodbye iPad. Then over to Kangerlussuaq, then over to Greenland, over to Iqaluit in Canada, sleep in Iqaluit, and then down to London with a stop in La Grande, which you know. Me flying this 42 without TKS. I can close the alternator now. Without TKS and without a weather radar. So it's good to have some guys in front of me with a weather radar, and they will use the aircraft as a non-TKS aircraft, and they have the weather radar to tell me where to go in case of. But the weather looks actually fine for the route. It's just the headwinds this time. I would say climb up now, the last 2,000 feet to flight level 180, and get comfortable here. I just come back when we reach Sønderborg and show the approach, because it's going to be a ton of footage if we reach Reykjavik today. So yeah, it was time for breakfast, and see you later, huh? Perfect. And Oscar Grün from Delta Bravo, das ist also request for descent.
Oscar Grün from Delta Bravo, Roger, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1004.
Descending 4,000 feet, 1004, Oscar Delta Bravo.
Katri, contact home radar, channel 16.
Home channel 16, Katri, appreciate.
Landing data, as always, runway 32 in Sønderborg. Altimeters are now set, 93.
Speaking 1 Alpha Mike, there's VFA traffic at your bearing 180.
Comnav FMS is set for the ILS approach in Sønderborg.
Westbound 1,500 feet.
Safety harness is fastened, transfer brake is upright, parking brake is released. Radar trim is as required, gear, fire warning.
Speaking 1 Alpha Mike, Roger.
And the check gear comes. Landing taxi light on, fuel selectors both on, and we do the fuel pumps 1 and 2 on. Next is the final check. So yeah, descending now to Sønderborg. The fuel, how do we look? 1717. Let's transfer a bit more. left and right pump on. What I usually like, I like to keep it blinking, you know, because if I push the advisory button here now, it stops blinking, and then I'm like, it doesn't get your attention, huh? And because if you keep them on, they will like.
Delta Alpha reverse QNH 1005.
1005, Oscar Delta Alpha.
Oscar Delta Bravo, reverse QNH 1005.
1005, Delta Bravo. If you keep them on, and the mains are full again, or like 21 to 22 gallons, it will just disappear. And then when it's like when you get less fuel in the main tanks again, then it starts pumping again. And yeah, this is not the best thing you should do. So what I always let them do is I just keep them blinking. So to know, okay, they're on. And then when the fuel is at about...
Delta Alpha contact Command radar 133.155.
133-155,
when it's about 20, I stop it usually.
155, confirm established localizer.
Now we do a right turn to Al-Asa, which is a bottom of descent, or where I have programmed the VNAV for 2,200 feet. The right turn Al-Asa. Oscar from Delta Bravo, request descent 3000.
Oscar Delta Bravo, follow contact Copenhagen 133.155. Ciao.
Over Copenhagen 123.155. Schönen Tag noch, tschüss.
Danke, gleichfalls.
Approaching 4000. Copenhagen, good all. Oscar Echo, Uniform Delta Bravo, passing 4900, descending 4000, inbound Al-Asa.
Oscar Delta Bravo, Copenhagen, hello, identified. Oscar Delta Bravo, descent to 3000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descending 3000, QNH 1005, Oscar Delta Bravo. And we're visual actually. And we're out of the clouds, almost. It's always so disappointing flying so close to your home, Sweden here, and then you can't go there. And I believe it's gonna be procedure, activate vector to final, and then we arm the approach, huh? That sounds like a plan. Oscar Delta Bravo after Al-Asa, Sierra Bravo 322, correct, is that good for you?
And that is approved, and you are cleared on unrestricted descent now, and 1015.
We stop here for a second. I don't know if you catched it, but as you heard before, I asked him if it's okay to continue to Sierra Bravo 322 after the point Al-Asa, which is the initial approach fix. So if you now look on the CDI, it changed from GPS navigation over to the localizer needle. And the aircraft does this automatically because I had programmed the ILS after the point Al-Asa. But since I had not armed the approach by this point, the aircraft changed over into the roll mode because it knows that he's not allowed to start the approach at the initial approach fix when the approach mode is not armed.
1005.
Clear to descent. And 1005, Oscar Delta Bravo.
Yeah, Oscar Delta Bravo, QNH 1005 is correct, and call Sønderborg 126.4, goodbye.
Sønderborg on 126.4, and QNH 1005, Oscar Delta Bravo, bye. So, now I armed the approach, I jumped into the roll mode.
And why did I arm the approach? Because Sønderborg is an uncontrolled airfield and you don't need a clearance for the approach.
Now localizer will be captured soon at the glide slope.
62 Tango Copenhagen, hello, identified. Stand by for higher.
Sønderborg information, good day. Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Bravo is established on the ILS runway 32.
Hello, Oscar Delta Bravo, identified for runway 32, 020 degrees, 8 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, scattered 800, broken 3,500, temperature 9, dew point 7, QNH 1005, and for info preceding just landed.
QNH 1005, and thank you for the information. Oscar Delta Bravo.
Oscar Delta Alpha on ground 06, left via taxiway Bravo for parking, fuel is on request.
So, we are on the ILS. Missed approach altitude is 2000, which is set.
Oscar Delta Bravo, no traffic on the runway, descent landing pilot's discretion, wind is 020 degrees 8 knots, runway 100% wet, runway condition code 55 and 5.
That's copied and landing on discretion, runway 32, Oscar Delta Bravo, tack. Ah, my eyes, my ears just got closed. Ah, come on. So, now we pull back the power. And we do get on. One, two, three green. Speed is checked. Flaps approach.
Oscar Delta Bravo, wind 020 degrees and 9 knots.
Copy it. And speed is checked, flaps landing, autopilot off. And flaps 3 green, gear. Flaps landing, gear 3 green, and radar trim is neutral. And we approach with about 90 or 85 knots.
Minimums.
Continue. So now I don't look at the needles anymore, there's a bird.
Oscar Delta Bravo on ground 10, left via taxiway Bravo for parking.
On ground 10 left, Bravo for the parking. Delta Bravo. So, P2 hit off. Cool it down. Checklist. Alternate air closed. Forgot that. Mistake of me.
And Delta Bravo parking left hand side apron next to company.
We'll go. Alternate air is closed. P2 hit is off. Flaps are up. Fuel pumps 1, 2 off. De-ice I don't have. And the landing light is off.
And with that landing we stop the Ferry flight series here. And next will be the flight from Sønderborg to Wick in Scotland. Stay tuned for the next videos. You will get some amazing views from Greenland, so really looking forward to show you that. But for now we stay here and hope you're doing good, and see you next time. Bye guys.
So yeah guys, you will be back when we take off, and then I have the suit on, like the guys are putting on now. So see you then.